Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week. We're two old guys, well, three old guys, and one still rather young lady. Talk about old games, play old games, whatever. If we sound a little different,
Yeah.
we are in a new recording studio, so if we're echoey,
Yeah, we are a little bit.
we'll try and fix that. But I now have a new house, and that's where we are. So we still need to set up a good place to record.
It's Tadpog Cave. I don't know what it is
Tadpog
right
Cave.
now.
Right now it's Tadpog Cave.
Tadpog Cave. That's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. This is good.
So this is what should be. This is part 5, I think.
Something.
Part 5, maybe.
This is Little Fears, though.
Little Fears. So be what should be, unless something goes drastically off the rails, the last part of our Little Fears playthrough.
Speaking of things going drastically off the rails, are we set on USB on Audacity?
We are good
All
to
right,
go.
sweet. Sweet. I just want to make sure the echo was like at the highest quality we could get it. Hey, this sounds no worse than it did when we first started. And my super echoey room that's now Henry's baby room.
There we go. Yeah. That's true, I guess, I think.
It was really bad in there. And it was pretty bad in Annex 1 as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to beat Annex 2. Sounded good in there.
Yeah.
And then High Rise sounded good.
I might move this back to the bedroom, maybe.
Yeah.
And see how it is in like a smaller room.
Yeah, we just need to...
I just need to deck it out like a 1990s TGI Fridays again.
Yeah, I think with
It's just full of stuff.
I think that, that helped a lot.
I think with some popper.
I take a Pito Peco and it's like pickle peppers.
Yeah.
You know, you guys
need to learn to pick up on the signs of stroke. I don't feel comfortable.
That was you were testing us.
Yes.
You know, you guys need in here Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Did anybody else smell burning?
I feel the burn.
Can you talk about that real quick?
Sure.
Feeling the burn? Because Nicole, you felt the burn today.
I did. I went to the rally. He was in Paducah today.
So it's pretty good.
Mr. Popper.
It was good.
Mr. Popper.
And all his penguins. We're, of course, talking about Bernie Sanders, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was there.
Was his penguins there?
There were no penguins. No penguins.
Well, damn it. Well,
It was
Think of what kind of turnout it would have been if he had
brought
I know.
penguins.
I agree.
Socialist penguins.
I honestly think that as a nation, we could elect a penguin president. like Trump, as
at
far
this
as he
point,
is,
I think it's a better option.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'm trying to put a Bernie Sanders impression together in my head.
Okay.
This is tricky. That the penguin would have to have been born in America.
And be old enough. You have to meet the age requirement.
That's true.
Yeah, but penguins are immortal, right? Unless they're eaten by a seal. Like, that's the rules. They're like elves. Unless they die violently, they live forever.
Which is very possible because penguins are very mean, violent creatures.
Are they really?
Yeah. There were studies done early 1900s where they would.
That's very reliable. Early 1900s scientific studies.
They didn't release them because they were so awful. There was
The penguins?
Yeah,
They
there
didn't
was
release the penguins because they were so awful?
yes.
We're going to have to keep these penguins in captivity. They're too cruel.
We need to keep them on this continent.
They keep trying to summon
If they ever reach the mainland, we're all doomed.
Yeah, that's why South America's having problems, is because they've got penguins and they've encroached on their territory.
You guys play some Little Fears? You guys
Are there
do it?
penguins
Maybe.
There are now.
Depends on how many belief tokens you spend.
Did you guys know that the first Nazis were penguins?
Actually, why don't you guys talk about this for another second while I go get
Oh,
what
I
will
can-
be belief tokens?
I can talk about this for a long time.
I want to hear
Everything,
about
everything,
these Nazi penguins.
everything lines up. First of all, have you ever seen them interact with a Jewish person? They refuse to.
Well, Bernie Sanders.
The penguin.
But he doesn't have penguins. That's just further. That's just
Right,
further
it is.
proof.
Yes, it is proof.
Also, Mr. Popper was Hitler. He was. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Okay, yeah, this matches up with the early 1900s study
Yeah.
that I just read over.
Yeah.
That you just read just now.
Just now.
Who was this written? Who was this written by? One Gerald Popper.
Sir Gerald Popper.
Sir Gerald
It
Popper.
would have been knighted.
Sir John Popper.
He was an Englishman adventurer. He would have been knighted.
He played a real bitchin' harmonica solo. It was good. All the penguins had fun. Then they committed some horrible atrocities
Yes.
that the world will never forget. But penguins are pretty cute, though. So we just let them. We just isolated them to a continent. And much like here's another piece of evidence that proves that penguins are Nazis. Where did all the surviving Nazi war criminals go to?
Mars, the moon,
America. They were absorbed.
South America.
Became
South
a-
America.
Just like the penguins. Just like, is this making sense for everybody?
The U.S. Senate, Hell Hydra.
Welcome to Dave's Weird Manifesto episode.
I was just thinking we just do like a conspiracy theory
Yeah.
Yeah, I
podcast.
kinda like
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. Where we just make one up.
We take like a mishmash. We take like put them write conspiracy theories on slips of paper and put them in a hat, and then we
Ooh.
pick out a few
I
of them
like
and
it.
then
Well,
touch them together.
Or we could do like a Cards Against
Obviously.
Humanity like style conspiracy
Obviously.
game.
All of mine say 9/11 truther. It's just 6 9/11
Obviously, we didn't land on the moon, actually, because we couldn't go there because of the
The
Nazi
Nazis.
penguins that
Yeah.
were living on the moon.
Yeah, that's where we bought all the space parts from. I Civ. I know how this works. You build some buildings, they make space parts.
How much belief does everybody have?
So much belief.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I have
me too.
7 belief. Oh, these are little Tadpog promo cards. Of
Yep.
belief. I like it.
But did we have extra? I didn't write down how much I had.
Can I have my character sheet, please?
No.
Are these edible?
Everything's edible if you try hard enough. There's a guy who ate a whole plane.
If you can dream it, you can eat it. I believe is the common phrase.
7's my regular, but I think I had more. But I
Me too.
didn't write
Pretty
it
sure.
down, so I take 7, I guess.
And Josh, I'm going to wager you had 4. Because I think you were down to 0, and then whenever you...
5.
Destroyed
I've got
thing, too?
Belief 5 written down.
Okay, well, there you go.
So I'm going to take 5.
All right. So what happened last time? We defeated Thing 2. That's the last thing that happened, right?
The dogs took Thing 2 to heaven.
to heaven, and then we walked down into the hallway.
And you had just started to open the swinging door at the end of the hall with blue angelfish.
I was halfway into my transformation into Kefka.
Yeah. The rest of the house is on fire now, and you have to walk around room to room and talk to different people while the timer goes down. You can find out Kefka's backstory if you're willing to risk it.
Oh man, I haven't.
Did you
thought
ever
about
do that and find
Yes.
the guy half hidden in the cafe where everything's on fire? He'll tell you what happened in Kefka.
Yeah. God, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Even when we played Final Fantasy 3/6 for this SNES list, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until I think she told me.
Yeah.
He's like, no, really, you can go back there and talk to somebody.
Yeah, that was your shake was my Lord Matt because he's the
Yeah.
one who told me all that stuff. And all the stuff that's not true, like how to unlock
Cecil.
Yeah.
Except for that, Josh and I saw that really good
Yeah.
Photoshop. Like, look, it's a picture. It's real. It's Cecil.
Early days of the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that it's Paladin Cecil, but still, it's pretty cool.
Did you guys know that Paladin Cecil was a Nazi?
Yeah.
He's half moon penguin, Nazi.
No, the moon penguins are okay. They're all right.
So you went Mount, what's that? Mount White Supremacist is where you climb to the top and face yourself. All right. So Char, I think you were swinging the door open.
Okay.
And yeah, as it swings open, you're hit with a bunch of different odors all at once. Because you smell wine, and then you smell like cheese and milk, and then you smell very definitely cat shit and cat urine as you swing the door open into what was once a beautiful kitchen. And now the kitchen is absolutely destroyed. Because you see the cabinets, the doors are ripped off, all the glasses and jars are smashed. Where there have been bags, other containers are broken and ripped. Food is everywhere. And you see, there's definitely cat excrement also all over the place. There's huge scratches in the marble floors of all places. And on the island in the center, and you see all the flames. You see it smoking because your parents had a very nice island grill with the hood. And the hood looks like it's been... Tons of stuff has been crammed up in the hood, so it can't ventilate properly, and everything is turned on high, and there are pots that have been like burnt through, and jets of flame coming out of the grill, smoking upwards, and you see the fridge is thrown open, and you see the cat. Looks like he's turned, and he's halfway into the fridge digging around.
Only one thing to do. Total anarchy, and just like spray an anarchy symbol on the wall.
Anarchy in Char's house. So I'll just look at Char like, what? What do?
So there is a fire burning
In the center.
and then the cat is with
And you
his
can
head in the
He's
okay.
in the giant fridge.
Shh. Hey. Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, I see him.
You can see there are windows and then a door outside. The windows are foggy and look old, but you see it's still raining very heavily outside.
I don't think he sees us yet. I will whisper.
Yeah, it looks like he's sort of whistling a tune to himself and digging around in the fridge.
So should we
Push him in the fridge and shut the door. Yeah. Like what you're thinking.
I was gonna say sneak in and turn all the stuff off. But okay, yeah. You can push him in. You're strong.
Because you see it looks like the fish, or he's also kind of whispering. He swims up to the top of the fish bowl. You can't really hurt him until you get rid of his stuff. His hat, his bow tie, and his umbrella.
Oh yeah, you said that like
4 minutes ago.
yeah. It seems like a long
Yeah,
time.
it feels like it's been a couple weeks or something. Is he wearing the stuff currently? Can we see from if he's wearing his hat and bow tie?
You can definitely see you can see his hat.
Okay.
And more than likely, you see from what he's rooting around, he must be also holding his umbrella. You can probably see the back of his neck to see that he has his bow tie on.
Okay. So he's wearing all of his things. Fish is the problem, I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I believe in you.
Okay.
So I think we're probably all gonna die. I saw the firemen came to my school and they said that when there's a fire in the house, that more than likely the fire won't kill you; it's the smoke will kill you. And right now,
The fireman came to my house and said, "There's a fire in your house. Fuck it, you're all dead anyway."
you're all ghosts now. I just want to let you know.
Okay. So I'll
Donald Trump will privatize the fire engine, so if you're behind on your payments, you're all just fucking dead.
we all need to get older so that we can vote for Donald Trump.
Oh, you mean like how the ambulances are now, Mr. Fireman?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll I'll unclog the vent. Fidjit, you sneak up and steal his umbrella or hat or something.
Yeah.
All right, break.
Thanks for being so brave.
Char he's brave.
Yeah, you'll see the doors of the pantry have been ripped off, and all manner of food has been destroyed and thrown about in the walk-in pantry, which is about the size of my living room.
Do you think that he likes to play games like Thing 1 and Thing 2? I'm afraid that if we push him in the fridge, that he's just going to get mad.
I don't think we should push him in the fridge because then his stuff's in the fridge. So then we'll just have to open it back up. It won't really get us anywhere.
My mom told me not to play in refrigerators if I ever found one in the dump, because that's where I play sometimes in the dump.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I know where the
good
dump is.
Well, creatures from Closet Land, nothing makes them angrier and sort of breaks them down than not being afraid of them and basically just throwing it back in their face.
But I am afraid of him.
You know, but Char's here.
That is true. That is true. I just hugged Char's leg. I don't have the heaven dogs anymore, though, Char.
I just awkwardly pat him on the head. Yeah. No problem, Glem. Okay, we ready to do this?
Do what?
Hey, you stupid cat! And
Oh, no.
I'll get up and
Char, no!
I'll get up and walk over to the vent. You can't just clog this up like this. You'll start a fire. And I'll start unclogging it, just trying to be distracting.
Okay, make a talk.
Speak.
Speak. Thank you.
What edition you playing, Tyler?
The not remembering edition.
That's slanted. I can't do that. Okay, 2 6s, a 5. That's pretty good.
That.
And then the fish will believe in you.
Oh, that's nice. 25, and then my belief. Another 6. Wait, how does...
So, yeah, you
It
keep rolling
explodes.
that.
You keep rolling.
What did I say? 25, 31, 32.
It's pretty good. You're doing pretty good over there.
Yeah, because you hear where he's whistling, bit like the Kill Bill. And then whenever you say that, he stops, and you hear him just, and he slowly like backs out of the fridge, and then turns around and just turns around to you and just watches you.
Yeah, as I'm pulling stuff out of the vent, I'm just gonna toss it angrily at him.
Okay.
Not trying to hurt him per se, but I'm just trying to be distracting.
Yeah, it's very much succeeds, and you see he's just has a huge. He still looks. There's food and soot and shit all just matted in his fur. He's just a mess, except for his hat and his tie and his umbrella are all pristine. But you see he just turns around. He just has a huge grin on his face, just staring at you as you pick it out and throw things at him.
Is he holding his umbrella in his hand?
He is. He's using it like a cane right now.
So, are you thinking about running and grabbing that umbrella?
Well, yeah, I was thinking if he had it like on his arm or something. You know, like if you were looking in the fridge, you might hang your umbrella over your arm if it had one of those curved handles.
Yeah.
And it does. But he is doing more of a Scrooge McDuck thing where he has both of his paws, his hand. Well, he has human hands with gloves on, but holding his umbrella, sort of leaning on it and watching Char.
I know we're thinking about the umbrella right now, but I think the hardest is probably going to be the bow tie, right?
Makes sense.
Unless we seduce him.
Okay, somebody just look like a girl cat.
We know we've got him when we see steam come out of his ears. He'll have to loosen his bow tie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
So it seems like we've got a perfect. It seems like Char has set up a perfect distraction for you to grab that umbrella, Fidget.
Okay, I'll go for it.
Go minions dance.
He is
My new heaven dog.
he is suitably distracted, so he won't be able to use. You won't have to use fight to wrestle it away from him.
I will also believe in you.
Yes, I'm going to believe in you as well.
So go ahead and make a move to try and quickly snatch it away from him.
Are believing in me.
Yes, I believe in you.
And would my running fast be applicable since I'm going to run up and try to take it?
Yeah.
So I'm risking one belief. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just want to make sure I remember that rule correctly. Josh is risking one belief.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. Yeah, he's distracted, so it's very close because you sort of rush in underneath him, and the floor is already slick, so it slides away quickly. It looks like it's not until the last second that he extends his claws out of his gloves and tries to grip onto it, and he almost does look like it peels some of the wood away from the handle, but you slide away holding the umbrella.
Okay. I'm going to try and take it over to where the... Do I have to make it have a special quality to destroy it?
Yeah,
or? Okay.
you'll have to use belief to destroy it.
Okay.
So you can finish. You can tell me wherever you're going to move, but then next time
I'm gonna go over to where he is by the stove, by the in the middle. Yeah.
Glem.
Yes. I'm watching all this unfold from
the shadows.
From the perceived safety of the doorway. How does he react to that? Like, I mean, I'm sure, like, is his focus now on Fidget and the umbrella?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I'm going to do is, I know this sounds silly, but I'm super worried about it. I'm going to turn off the oven and the stove.
Okay.
Because I'm worried about the house burning down.
Yeah, because you walk over, you have to go stand in front of him to reach the burners.
I don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I will head over to Char and Fidget since they're together.
Okay. Because you're basically on the opposite side of the island from him.
I don't want to be isolated. So what I'll do is I'll... oh, there's an island? I tell you what I'm going to do then.
Yeah, the grill and the hood are all in the center of the kitchen.
Okay, what I'm going to do then is, since Char's distracted him and now Fidget definitely has more of his attention, what I'll do is I'll hide behind the island, a la Jurassic Park when the raptors are in the kitchen.
Okay. So you're going to if you want to try to stay out of sight, go ahead and make a move.
Ooh, all right. Let's see. I will. I think I'm gonna mount up on Suge Knight.
Okay.
So I need to risk belief in order for that to work, right? Mm-hmm. How many do I need to risk again?
One.
Just one. Okay. There's a one. That'll give me a +2 move. All right. Let's see how this goes. 15. That's not bad.
Yeah, because it looks like him being distracted and the island he can't see that well over it. So yeah, you're able to. You feel pretty hidden.
I'll just hunker down, shoulders to the island, and just kind of like peering around.
Yeah, because he's surprised for a moment, and you see looks like anger flickers on his face before he regains composure, and he's got the smiling face on. Fidget, Fidget, Fidget. Now tell me, why do you want to collect all those badges so badly?
I'm a completionist.
I mean, do you think they're going to help you with have some sort of a better life? Give you important skills to be an adult? How many Barbie dolls do you have, Fidget?
I don't know.
Do you like Barbie dolls?
No, not really.
I mean, because you may as well, because that's going to be your role as a little girl. You don't really get to put out any of the things that you're trying so hard in your little nature girl scouts. You're just going to have to sit at home and take care of babies. That's just what you're going to do. So why don't you just be a good girl and just hand me my umbrella back? And you see, but the words that he's saying to you, for some reason, hurt your chest to think about. So give me, and you make a fear check. You can make either a think or a care.
Don't listen to him. That's just your little girl emotions.
Yeah, Glem's just quietly nodding behind the island.
Is this something I can believe in? Fidget for?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll believe it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. Fidget's a strong, independent nature girl.
17.
Yeah, for some reason, he just kind of... So you lose your next action.
Ooh.
And you take 2 points to your wits.
Yikes. That's a scary cat.
Okay, how far down on my wits do I have to get to be?
4 is when you start taking negatives.
I took 2, so now I'm at 4.
Okay, so I think, yeah, everything... Let's see. I believe everything is at a -1.
Okay.
So the results of her roll would be at a -1, or she would roll
One
less. Die.
Whatever she rolls, and then take away 1.
Okay.
So I still roll the same number of die.
Right.
And then
You just take 1 away from the total.
Okay.
I believe.
that seems pretty generous, but I'll take it.
Well, I think then it
Are-
compounds once you start to get like 3 wits, 2 wits,
Are
1
you
wit.
spending a belief, Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he risked several. Because you see he's slowly just like slinking around the island towards you, and you're sort of frozen there. Oh, and you also... Yeah, your move is locked out at the moment.
Okay.
So you won't be able to use... You can use your qualities for a move check, but until you can recover, then yeah, you can't... Your move ability is locked out. And Char.
So it's obvious that Fidget's frozen? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything I can do to snap her out of it?
Care about me, right?
You can make a care check.
You can't care.
Uh,
You don't care about people.
But I have a trait that says I can care when those closest to me are in trouble.
That's very nice of
It
you.
looks like you're in trouble.
But we're not particularly close, so never.
So what does that do exactly? I can care. How many does that give me?
I should give you a +2.
What kind of difficulty are we looking at?
Maybe you should use your turn taking... As I'm standing right next to you, maybe you should use your turn getting rid of this umbrella.
Fine. Then I will do... is the umbrella a monster? Do I have to give it... Sorry. Do I have to give it to believe?
Yeah, you have to give it some sort of a weakness to be able to destroy it.
Okay. Well, my logic, I'll do the to belief. It's an umbrella. It is protecting against water, not fire, so it would be weak to fire.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
I will shove it in, take it from Fidget and shove it in the fire.
Okay.
In the grill, I guess. I will grill the umbrella.
Yeah, he tries to immediately push it. You go to push it in the fire, and he is trying to push it out of the fire. So go ahead and make a fight.
I believe in you. I know you're a good fighter. You've come to my rescue many a time.
Yep. The fish will also believe in you.
Can I believe in him, even though I'm scared?
Yes.
This is the perfect time to believe it.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
No. I can re-roll, yeah, with my lucky coin.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Am I risking belief when
Yeah,
I use
you're risking
okay.
belief. No,
Or am I spending it?
I don't remember if it was spending or risking. I think it was spending.
Is it the rule in the rules? Right, sure.
Because I think the effect happens no matter what, so I think it's spending belief.
That would make sense.
Believing in stuff. You risk a number of tokens equal to its rank of the stuff quality you wish to use.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Well, then it's if you still fail, then you lose the
Okay.
2.
Okay, so I will use my lucky coin and reroll.
How was that?
Much better.
Good. Did you roll some 6s?
Yeah.
Nice.
3 6s.
Nice.
3 6.
Man, you're a real devil.
27.
Yeah,
Dang,
because
dude.
he rushes up at the same time you do, but he's a little more over the fire, so he's pushing it back like he's beating you, but then looks like his fur starts to catch on fire and he has to withdraw, and you end up sticking it in, and it immolates almost immediately into this. Well, it catches fire, but then it more or less, as opposed to turning to ash, it just sort of melts into the flame. Then the handle just kind of melts and then vanishes into thin air. And you see then he hisses at you, and as soon as you do that, it looks like his appearance changes a little bit, like he hunches over a little more. His fangs sort of elongate, and you see it looks like this green starts to drip from his mouth. His claws get longer. He takes on a more feral,
Cool.
cat-like appearance.
Isn't
But
even
he
his
definitely
final
looks
form.
he definitely looks angry now.
We're stripping away his humanity, his twisted humanity.
And then Fidjit, you are still scared. So Glem.
Emboldened by what has just happened. Is he still standing where he was? Mm-hmm. So he hasn't moved. I'll come around the counter.
Okay.
Is my flashlight on?
It can be.
Come on. I mean, I assume
Oh,
it
yes,
did.
yes.
I'll go ahead and shine that in his face as I come around. I'll say, you're less scary now that you're going to get wet in the rain because you don't have an umbrella. And also, I've seen photographs of my dad wearing a stupid hat like yours at some concert for a band I've never heard of. He was also wearing an alien shirt.
Did you see my dad at that Smash Mouth concert? Sugar Ray? Yeah.
Are you Sugar Ray?
Go to make a care.
Okay. All right, I'm rolling 5. Not super great. 13. No 6s.
It doesn't have a drastic effect on him, but you shine it in his face, and you see it looks like his pupils definitely the very narrow slits. It almost looks like his face kind of smokes just a little bit from the blue light coming out of the flashlight.
Man, you are gross.
Because it looks like he hunkers down further as he starts to approach you. Glem. Did you know your parents have already forgotten about you?
That's not true.
With so many brothers and sisters, so many, they're not going to miss just one. They have so many other things to do, and that's why they've always pawned you off on Char or whoever else and don't really care where you go. They don't care where you are. If you were to disappear, they'd only be relieved, because that's that much less of a burden they have to deal with.
You're a mean cat.
Yeah, make a wits.
Okay.
Bad cat.
So, I think I know what my wits is.
Or you'll be making, you have to make a think.
Oh boy. So I'll just go ahead and accept this failure because I'm rolling 1.
I thought he made a think or a care.
You're right, it's a think or a care.
I'm going to do
sorry.
care.
Yeah, rules lawyers.
I forgot I said that. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Rolling 5.
Oh, I'll believe in you. If you have a chance of doing it, I'll believe in you.
All right. I do have a chance.
I will also believe in you.
All right. I love you guys. I'm going to roll the red ones. Oh, that was a 6 for a second. So I rolled a 6. I'll re-roll that. So 6, 7, 8, 13, 17 total.
And I did not roll very well on that at all. So yeah, he's trying to shake you, and he's not able to do it. You're still emboldened from what just happened, and you're not going to let him get to you at all.
Yeah, well, you're a stupid cat, and the more things we take away from you, the more you're a cat. And cats are our pets. So you're going to be our pet by the time this is all done.
Because it looks like now he definitely looks very angry, and you're not letting that flesh out of his face. Well, cat still scratch. And he reaches out and claws you, make a fight.
Oh, boy. Char!
Now he's got a poison attack too.
I'm not even going to bother using... I tell you what, can I sacrifice Suge Knight and like Mario sacrificing Yoshi style? Can I throw him up in between his claws and me and just let him shred my stuff?
I mean, that will take what is Suge Knight worth? How much belief is he worth?
3.
It would destroy 3 belief, but you could do that.
So it would like actually physically take away from the
Yeah,
belief
take
that
away
you gave
3
me?
belief from you.
I'm not doing so good. Like I've already been hurt. And I have I'm rolling 1d6 for fight, so I'm not gonna win this.
Is there any mechanic for me stepping in to take the hit?
I don't think there is.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is throw Suge Knight in between me and the cat in the hat. That's a sentence I never thought I would say. So there's 3 belief.
I will throw Suge Knight between me and the cat in the hat.
So that's what I'll do. I'll let Suge Knight absorb the hit for me.
Like a teddy bear in Earthbound, he turns into a pile of fluff. But yeah, you see it looks like he absolutely just shreds it in front of you. And you immediately feel sad and feel remorseful that he's gone.
Yeah.
But you're okay. Yeah, I'd roll 3 6s on that before I even started to re-roll.
Woo! Thank you, Suge Knight. I'm sorry.
I guess that was all the way. So now it's his turn again. Because the fire, you were frozen, you confronted him, but then that was his turn, he did that, so Char.
Okay.
Take his stupid hat. Yeah. He killed Suge Knight!
How to get his hat though?
We should have mentioned from the beginning of this episode, if you haven't been listening to the Little Fears actual play, this is going to be a really weird
It's
one
so
for
weird
you.
for to jump in.
Sorry, Josh.
This may be pushing it as far as belief goes, but
I like to hear that.
okay. So I've presumably unclogged the vent.
Yes, you have.
So all this suction that it could have been doing, it's going to do now. I'm going to hit like high on the fan,
Okay,
and I'm hoping it will suck up his hat.
Okay, I like that.
that's a good idea.
I like that.
Okay,
So these are my last 2 beliefs.
2 belief.
It's just crazy enough to work.
So it's gonna
Yeah.
suck up, and like the fan blades are gonna
Yeah.
chop it up.
So I will have 0 belief after this, but that's what I'm going to try to do.
What does that mean? Does that mean that you're dead?
I'm an adult or something.
A briefcase magically appears in your hand.
Yep, suit and
That's what
tie.
happens when you turn 13. It's like whenever Jafar and Aladdin gets the genie shackle.
Yeah.
Just like, tie, briefcase.
Yeah, I think I just can't influence any rolls anymore, right?
Until you
Because this
do
came
something
up
to regain
again. Yeah,
belief.
something to get it back, but okay.
Yeah, because you unclog it, and then like you have to look for the switch for a second, and in that time, the cat realizes what you're doing. So as you go to try to reach to hit it for high, he is also backing away. So go ahead and make a move to see who can, between him jumping out of the way and you hitting that, to see which happens first.
I will believe in you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I believe in you as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I cannot believe in myself.
Because you're an adult. You have to go to work. You don't have time to believe in yourself.
So 2 6s and a 4.
Nice. I like to think those 6s came from me and Nicole.
You just saw that, right? Okay, so I rolled 2 6s again.
Holy crap.
Wait, what did I? 2 6s and a 4 and then 2 6s.
So you're at 28.
Yeah.
Rolling 2.
And 5. So 33.
Nice.
And I got a...
You just
9, 10.
turn the dice over 34.
Wow. Sorry, no, keep his hat.
Yeah, you look at it, then it's just incredibly quick, just as you see it before he can react, even back up. It's almost like as if he even leans into it because he backs up ass first and ends up putting his hat closer to the vent.
You know how you do.
You know, Shorty, how he backed that ass up. And it just whoop up, and you hear it just up in the fan blades. I will give you your 2 belief back for doing so well on that.
Thank you.
Nice.
And you see when that happens, he further starts to transform, and he hunches over further, and you see his gloves are basically shredded at this point because he has these long, curving cat claws that now look like they have some sort of black, cracked nails on the very end, and he's leaning over his ribs. You hear his ribs start to crack and widen as his rib cage and torso gets larger. His legs spread further, claws come out of his feet, and he's more and more. He's still feline, but taking on a dramatically more monstrous appearance. It's just with a cute bow tie on. Fidjit.
Seduce him. Dress up like a lady monster cat.
Is it a real bow tie? Or is it like a clip bow tie?
It's a real bow tie.
So I could like pull it and it would untie. And it
Yeah.
would come off.
You have been studying knots.
You can do it. Whatever you do, you can. I believe in you. I have a card to prove it.
Yeah, me too.
I guess it's what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try and
Because you can't use move currently.
I can't use move. Oh, that's right.
You can
Oh,
only
right,
use your
'cause you're-
qualities, so
Oh, what are you doing?
he's trying to go to the bathroom.
We're all gonna watch.
Subtle, damn it.
Well, then I can't really do anything until I regain my wits, right? And I do that by caring about myself. Do some self-care.
You can do self-care,
I'm gonna
yes.
like sit down and pull out my coloring book and like put on my headphones with my classical music.
I'm sorry that I left you paralyzed. I now realize that I should have cared for you instead of taunting the cat and attacking me.
You always realize who you should have cared for when it's too late.
Yeah, it is. If I've learned one thing playing Little Fears, it's that.
Okay, so I'm gonna care about myself. Does first aid help me care about myself?
No.
Why not?
Because the DC is 9, and for every 3 over, if you get 9, you get 1 wits back, and then for every 3 over, every successful grade, you'll get another point of wits back.
Passing grades. I believe in you. Josh believes in you. He said it before he went to go tinkle.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Josh.
So does the fish.
Ooh. Josh, you taking your pants back off? What's happening? I like it when you leave your belt dangling like a wiener.
This is how a game guys. You should know this.
24.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
So,
That's pretty good.
I rolled a lot of 6s.
so you gain 6 wits back, and you can't get more than 10.
Nicely done.
I gained 6 back, and I can't have more than 10 total.
Right.
So that means I'm at full then, because I had 4.
There you go.
Full wits. That was some awesome stuff.
Old Nicole, full wits Nance.
Thanks, guys, for believing in me.
You're welcome. I'm sorry that I didn't care for you, though.
Sorry, it didn't take you dancing. We've never moved together.
Sorry, I
wish I had.
never told you how I really felt. There's a reason I think girls are icky. It's because I love you.
Glem.
Well, I'm feeling pretty bad that I left Fidjit just to stand there in a stupor.
So going to still care for her. I'm at full. No. I feel bad. I'm still going to care.
Yeah. I've made my decision and I have to stick with it. So essentially, I feel like the game at this point is to stall until your turn, Fidjit, to try to untie the bow tie. Is that kind of where we're going?
Unless you guys have a different way to get his tie off. I mean, you can like rip it off him.
Or cut it off. If Char, do you have like
handy with a pocket knife.
Yeah, it's switchblade. Yeah.
Could you burn it off? Could you like take your your spray paint?
It's just a horrible, like graphically just.
You just grab him by the back.
Grab him by the scruff and just roast him.
Grab the tie and hold it over the flame. Like you see the flesh of your own knuckles sear off as the bow tie burns away.
I was thinking you've got that spray paint. I'm sure that's flammable.
Yeah.
You could blast them with a gust of flame, maybe burn the tie off. I don't know. I don't know how I could help you other than believing in you making that magic work.
Yeah, I think our best bet's probably to support Fidjit.
We need to give it a quality to make it destructible. The tie.
So, okay. Well, so is that just a matter of making a care to give it a quality that's making it destructible, or
You have to spend belief.
Spend 2 points of belief. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll go ahead and spend 2 points of belief. And if Fidjit, if you're going to try to untie it, then I will. We're not rich enough in my family. No one owns a tuxedo. So as far as I know, I've seen it in movies. I've seen in that in one swift motion, someone can take a bow tie off. So I believe that they're probably coated in some kind of cooking oil, which explains why he's in the kitchen. Because that's where the
Gotta put
cooking
my
oil is.
tie on, soak it in oil.
So I'll spend 2 belief.
Cat the Dapper Dan, man. Just gotta coat it real good.
Because I'm pretty sure that his tie is coated in some kind of cooking oil, which would make it easier to untie.
And then set on fire.
And then set on fire, yeah.
No, slow cook.
Yeah, prepare it.
Yeah,
Is there a cabinet door on this island, or is it just straight up? Just an island? No
Yeah,
storage.
there are
underneath?
cabinets on the bottom. Yeah.
Can I get in there?
Sure.
All right. I claim this as Fort Glem. I just climb inside the island. No cats allowed.
You turn into the smoke monster. And the cat sort of, when he sees you gather yourself and overcome the fear he'd instilled in you, and you see he noticeably gets very angry and lunges at you. Comes out with his claws and tries to bite you in the neck. So go ahead and make a fight.
Fidjit, I suggest you sacrifice your own personal Suge Knight.
We should that should be something in the Tadpog Urban Dictionary, sacrificing your own Suge Knight.
Arkham Suge Knight. That's an achievement.
Can I use my athlete badge for fighting?
Sure, like you're wrestling.
I can't protect you physically, but I can believe in you, so I'll also believe in you.
Thank you.
I am so scared to believe in you because I have one belief left.
Don't risk it.
Nice. There's a 6. There's also a 2. That's not so nice.
Reroll the 2. 2s and 6s are wild.
17.
I don't like this math that Tyler's doing on his hand.
Because you see, when he lunges at you, he grabs you by the upper arm, and you just feel those claws. They burn as they just sink into your flesh, and you see he bites you like on the neck and shoulder, and then you just feel it's like everything just goes numb and has this burning feeling, and you take 9 points of damage.
Ugh.
Ew. Gross.
And then from where it's sort of whatever is on his teeth makes you go numb, and then you feel it makes your head just start to swim. So during the next round, your think is disabled. Char.
She's hysterical. I slap her.
So I'm
Get the vibrator. She's hysterical.
sore, so I take a -2 to
Everything.
everything. The same way that we talked about before. So I roll and then deduct 2 from that.
Yep.
And I'm only 1 point away from being bad, which seems strange, but that seems like a strange way to describe the next condition. So
How do you feel? I feel bad.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what. Okay, is he still latched onto her? Is he still attacking her?
He's not biting her, but you see his claws are almost like they're hung in her arms.
He's totally kicking her with his back legs.
Cats.
Everyone who owns a cat just I feel like just nodded at him.
It's River's favorite fighting style. Lay on your back and then just wait.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel 10.
I'm a 10. I feel like it. I'm. Oh, Jesus.
Gotta talk closer to the mic.
No. That's not what I'm going to do. I need to set up Fidjit to untie the knot, so.
I plan on caring for you this time,
Ouch,
Fidjit.
shit. Sorry.
So I'm going
PG.
to.
Just so everyone's in on it, Nicole just banged the hell out of her elbow on this table
Make the hell out of Josh.
and then swore at him.
I'm gonna try to I guess switch positions with Fidjit so that she can be around him to she can be around him to untie the bow tie, or over there by him to untie the bow tie. But I'll be like, I guess I'm gonna wrestle him. I'm gonna wrestle the cat.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It sounds like
Make a fight.
this is a weird excerpt from the Kama Sutra. Switch positions so she can get around him and untie the bow tie, and then I'm just gonna wrestle him.
Also,
I'm going to do the wrestle the bow tie off the cat.
we should play a game.
Tadpog Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it pixelated, of course.
We should play a game. Yoga position or Kama Sutra position?
I'll risk a belief because my leather jacket helps me feel badass.
Oh yeah.
2 6s and a 3.
Nice.
And another 6 and a 3. So wait, what was that? 15? Yeah.
You're 24.
18, 24.
And rolling 1.
25. 25.
Nice.
You succeed. So tell me exactly what you're doing.
I want to hold him so that he can't. Yeah, he needs to be
okay.
loved.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, you pick him up. You're holding him on his back with his belly exposed. And he's letting you, but just. You can go up and get him in like a full Nelson.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him by the scruff.
Okay.
Oh,
So
man,
I'm gonna
cats
try to
don't like that.
disable him as much as I could.
See, his tongue sticks out just a little bit. Whenever
in that weird like loop.
I'm not necessarily trying to hurt him. I just want to disable him so he can't resist.
Okay.
That's very kind.
Fidget.
I am going to reach over and untie the tie in a quick flourish and toss it on the fire.
Go ahead and make a move.
Cook that tie.
So he is. I'm going to take away a die since he is restrained, and then -2 for the flashlight.
Oh, and I will use my last belief again to believe in you. Fidget, not the cat.
Don't let that bitch do you like this.
And since I'm doing a not survivalist skills apply.
You've got a badge for
Yes.
it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, your badge would apply.
Sweet.
Well, my survivalist skills are one of my qualities, not a badge.
Oh, would both apply?
Survival is just in relating to knots.
It's just survivalist skills generally. Like I to learn how to do survivalist type of things, which would include knot time.
Okay, sure.
I believe in you, but not like in the game mechanic way.
You got a 6 there.
So I thought it was kind of humorous because Nicole is rolling in Josh's lap.
Yeah.
And whenever she rolled the die, she moved her hands in a motion like, trying to start a fire in old movies right above his dick.
That's how we do it.
Start that fire.
Six-
Start that fire.
16.
You
Oh, I gotta roll my sixes. Thank you. 21.
Okay.
Yeah, because you reach up and you're... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to take away the negatives. Think of it. You would have lost had it not been for the -2 and the 1 die.
Flashlight.
So it looks like you're just barely able to, because once you grab it, it's hard to hold on to because it's so oily and slick.
You're welcome.
You also wanted to turn off the fire, too. Who's the real enemy here? Glem or Nazi penguin?
Pull my mask off. It's just 3 penguins that just waddle in different directions. They just scatter.
Because I think the only part about BoJack Horseman I think you would really love, Dave, is the character like Mr. Adultman. I think that's his name's something like that.
I've seen that
He's
yet.
3 kids.
Oh,
stacking
yeah.
off each other in an overcoat.
I haven't watched
Where do you
enough of
work?
that.
Business. Yeah, because you reach up and you're just barely able to get your nails into the edge of it before you untie it, and as you do, just drag it over the fire, and it goes up immediately.
Well done.
Good job, team.
And you see that's when he hits all 4s and takes on... He looks now just like a very gross, monstrous, sort of bleeding. He has open wounds on his body. Looks almost like a panther.
It looks like he came out of the pet cemetery.
Yes, there you go. Good.
Now what, fish? Now what? Now what, fish? We did the things.
Now you can beat him. Now you have to know what can hurt him and start stripping away his ability to even scare you.
Well, he's a cat, so a dog. So we need to get a dog. We need to get a big dog.
Heaven dogs.
But
They went to
But Glem,
All dogs,
you're a big brave dog.
I am a big brave dog.
Chucky Finster.
I guess I'll turn into a big brave dog. What I'm actually gonna do is this time I think I'll care for Fidget.
Thank you. I will accept your caring.
Because your healing health is... Because you need do you have a first aid kit or anything like that?
No, I don't. Can I restore her think?
Yes, that's true. You can do that.
Okay, that's because I don't think I have got a way to cure you physically. Not great. 4, 6, 7.
I can lend you my lucky coin.
Wait, what are you trying to do? You said you can't help me physically?
Yeah, I can't like restore.
Well then, what are you doing? Then
You're trying to have your think so you can use your think again.
Yeah, because you're locked. You're not able to think right now.
Okay. I've gone stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes you much easier to scare.
Okay.
But I don't think I was successful.
No, you were not. Because you realize she's outside and you're still in the cabinet. So
Yeah.
just did you do better out there?
Fidget.
Fidget, you're okay. You're a big brave dog.
Find a dog and get in Fort Glem.
But no girls allowed.
I've got my vaccination.
You see where he's hunkered down, like he's being restrained. So then he goes to basically tear out of that and come at you, Fidget. So
I try not to let him.
yeah, go ahead and make a fight.
I do believe in Char. This is my last belief.
Both of you go ahead and make a fight. Because it'll be basically, if he's going to break out and do damage, you'll need to beat your combined number of successes.
Can I believe in him and believe in myself?
Sure. You need to make those cards dance a little bit more, though.
Mm-hmm. Thought it would help.
I didn't do great. I got 15.
Did you use the belief?
Your belief? I use fidgets. No, I didn't count yours. But let's see.
One of my traits is that I can fight well when one of my friends is in danger. So
That would apply.
I think last time it was only me that was in danger, but now that you're in danger, I can fight better. It's 2, right?
Danger sense.
2.
Yes.
Fidget sense is tingling. Got a 6. It's already better than I did, so.
14.
Yeah, because both of you, you're trying to hold him back, but it looks like in this form he's physically stronger, so he rips free of you, Char, and then just comes at, and his claws just start at your scalp and just shred down Fidget.
I'm out of belief, so a briefcase appears in my hand. I walk out. I walk out of the cabinetry and just leave. I just put a hat on and just leave the house.
Fid, you take 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 points of damage and basically knocks you down, and then he is on top of you with a very large, grotesque paw on your chest.
So, I am cold with
Yikes.
5 points left. And what happens if I get to 0?
You're dead.
Dead.
Yep.
DED dead. I don't like the sound of that.
Okay.
Char.
Come to Fort Glem. It's safe here.
He took the bait. We're free.
All's going according to plan.
Now, before you can start stripping away his terror, you do need to... Well, no, you've restrained him, so that's physical. That's something that you've done. Never mind, that's fine.
So what do you mean stripping away his fear?
We need to start spending belief,
No.
right? To
Yep. You spend belief to give him some sort of a weakness, and then every time you succeed with that weakness, you strip away a point of terror. And when his terror score is 0, he is utterly destroyed.
Well, I have 1 point of belief to contribute, so however we need to do that,
I'm out, brother.
I will
so it's
add-
between you and
I'll add my
Fidget.
belief to the mana pool. I will tap that belief.
The fish can give you another point of belief.
How generous of him. Be helpful if he could do something else.
He can breathe underwater. That's helpful. If we have an underwater mission, he's our guy.
It's like he's the frog suit of companion.
So wait, I spend belief to give him a weakness.
But you don't have the fish gave you one.
Yeah. I've got the fishbowl. It's in my inventory. My stuff. The fishbowl has water.
Yeah.
It has
This is
the blue water.
probably special water. And on top of that, Cat doesn't have his umbrella anymore. Cats hate water.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get some water and splash it on the cat.
Okay. Go ahead and make a move.
Make a move.
Do you have a squirt bottle?
We got 1-6 there. What was that? 15?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, because he's zoned out on Fidget and is basically above her, and he's just breathing this nasty breath into your face as he presses down on you with that paw. So doesn't see it coming when you reach up, go up behind him, and just how are you splashing him?
Just I don't imagine it looks pretty ridiculous. Me like holding a fishbowl with one hand and like just scooping water out on him with the other hand.
Yeah, you start scooping out, and you see when it hits his back, it just immediately sizzles and starts eating through his skin like acid. Yeah, and he yowls and goes up on two legs for a moment. And you see it looks like where the wounds are, it looks like he starts to melt away, and you see like legitimate fear in his eyes.
Well done.
Fidget.
Lay there and believe.
I will be cold and cry slowly to myself.
Can someone make her stop? It's
I
really
know, it's really annoying.
Is there anything that I can do to help myself physically?
You can do first aid on yourself.
I can do first aid on myself. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, you have like the spray, right, and things like that you can use. I think the minimum for care I think is 12 for self care like that.
Stuff. Cool. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try. So I need to care. Mm-hmm. And then I know first aid. Mm-hmm. That's gonna give me 3. I'm gonna believe in myself. Not give me 1. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could believe in you, but I just don't have it in me.
And then the spray also has innate belief in it. We'll give you 1 if you're using it.
So 20.
20.
nice.
So you heal 4 points.
So now I just feel bad.
Glem.
You got a blanket.
How many uses does that first aid kit have? And could I rush out, grab it, and use it on her?
I think you can only use it once per character per session.
Okay. And you used it, right? Did you use that over the spray, or or is it the same thing?
I make them 2 separate things.
Because if you have something remaining and I could use it, I would gladly use it on you.
I don't think I have anything else, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you had a first aid kit.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought that you did.
No, but I have a washcloth and soap and shampoo, floss, pen, and ink. So, maybe if washing my wounds would help, you can totally do that.
And shampoo cleans your hair, so it can probably clean your wounds too.
It'll make us all uncomfortable.
Right.
You see bourbon in the cabinet, and you're pretty sure you saw Civil War films where they do that. You need to pour it in her wounds and then hold her up to the hot stove. That's how they did it.
All right, y'all. I got no belief, so I can't make this dude weaker. So
He already has a weakness.
So now you just need to splash
Yeah, the
water on him.
magic water Glem. You were hiding in the cabinet, so you didn't see.
you have magic water. Okay, I will. So I'll grab 2 pots. I'll kick the door open to the island, and as I run out, I'll bang the pots together.
Okay.
Once I get to Char, I'll just abandon that plan. And then I'll splash water on the cat.
All right, make a move.
Okay. That's a 6 and a 5. Rerolling the 6. 11, 13.
It's like, yeah, you rush up and you're trying to splash it, but look, he's very aware and very scared right now. So
Yeah.
you see, it looks like he backs up, still trying to keep a claw on Fidjit as he evades you splashing the water on him.
Okay. I tried, guys. I'm not a great mover.
I will make you a deal. I will leave and fix this house if you just give me the fish.
So I have 0 belief now, so I'm an adult, and I say,
Deal.
no. I say we don't negotiate with terrorists. Just in that voice. And then I shoot the fish.
If Jacob was here as Jim, that is exactly what he would have said as well.
You're bargaining. Which stage of grief is that?
I contemplate it for a moment. A shameful moment. But then
Yeah.
I look into like the puppy dog eyes of the goldfish.
He did. He's a horrible chimera of cat and puppy dog
Kill me.
Yeah, speaking of Chimera.
Kill me, Edward.
Yeah, the next Little Fears game is going to be where we fight Nina from Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Little Fears. It's gonna be great.
We're all going to cry.
I'm the Little Fears alchemist. I really just fuck with kids. That's it.
I'll hold the fishbowl close to me.
No, by the time we're done with you, you're going to have so many vet visits.
Yeah, I went to say something, but yeah, Glem just, yeah.
And then I'll hide behind Char.
Because you see, he looks at you and those claws just crack the marble underneath them.
Char will protect me.
Yeah.
Because it was your turn where he splashed him. He tried to bargain. Yeah, so then whenever... Because Fidget's just laying there. So once you sort of... You draw his attention and he lunges at you, Glem.
Provoke.
6-year-old tank. Go ahead and make a fight.
All right, sure. Come on, string of 6s. Rolling 1d6. Here we go.
I rolled 7 6s in a row.
That's all I need is 7 6s in a row.
I believe
Don't
in you. I'm
do not even bother.
I have belief. I have belief.
I'll roll 2d6. Thanks for wasting that on me. I appreciate it.
I know what it's like to have a really low fight.
Hey, I rolled a 6. So I've got an 8 rolling. Just need a couple of string of 6s. Here we go. 11. That was a 3.
Yeah, because he bounds forth incredibly quickly because you're sort of behind Char, but he dashes behind Char, and as he does...
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Oh my God, he's dead!
Because he dashes by you, turns, and just clamps onto your calf and just tears you away from Char and slings you into the wall.
God. Typical Saberto.
Saberto.
Thank you for believing in me, Fidget. I appreciate it.
And you had a what again? 15?
Oh, God. I don't remember. I think it was 13, honestly. What you got?
I got one of your devil die.
I dropped that one.
Oh, okay.
It's Tyler's devil die. Oh.
Yeah, because I rolled a 6 and a 3, I think, and then I don't remember. Sorry.
You take 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. That puts me
Dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sore. So I'm taking a -2 to stuff.
Yeah, because he slams Glem into that wall, and then with one paw, he just his other large paw against his throat, and he just looks at you. I'm going to rip out his throat, and it is entirely your fault. So make a He's tearing at your soul with these words as he crushes life out of Glem. So make a think.
Yeah. Okay. 6. 1. 7.
Char's killing me.
It's my fault. I know.
It's your fault, man.
You'll go to heaven. You know there's a dog up there waiting for you.
Since I have zero belief now, all I can think about is how the resale value of her home is going to plummet now that a kid has died in it.
My parents have enough money to hush that up. Don't worry.
Please visit me nightly when your parents bury me in cement in your basement.
Because you see what he's doing, and it's almost the equivalent of when Dexter walks into that place and see his parents being murdered. You take 7 points of soul damage.
Ooh.
Well, I don't see a category for soul.
Spirit. I'm sorry, spirit.
You said soul.
Soul.
The plus stuff. The plus to that is in my stuff you now gain a dark passenger.
Yeah. What does having 0 mean?
Ugh, probably not a good thing.
It means you join forces with the cat.
Your child becomes confused. His brain is now shutting down, relaxing into a near catatonic state.
Oh, God.
All rolls using thinker to -3 dice. So you're having -3 to think, speak, move, fight, and care. -3 to everything.
Well, with the inevitable heat death of the universe, none of this matters. Anyway.
Yeah, because you feel the weight of... You see, because Fidjit is there bleeding out, and Glem is bad, and you're just standing here in the ruins of your house, and everything just collapses in on you in that one single moment. And you just sort of just drop everything, standing there looking at the cat, feeling shattered and hopeless.
It's okay, Char. Every punk rocker goes through his nihilistic stage.
Char.
So I can still act. I could just take a -3 to things.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just, I don't know, I guess lazily at this point just tip the bowl of water onto the cat.
Okay.
So,
Make a move.
I hope you don't pour the fish out.
like I care.
Like I give a shit.
11. Oh, wait, sorry.
Well, the fish...
Is that is a -3 to my total, not a -3 dice, because then I'd be 0.
Right.
Okay, so...
And the fish believes in you.
Of course he does. He doesn't want to get thrown out.
Please, 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 please.
No. Okay, so 8.
Yeah, because you just go over like your muscles are almost just moving on instinct to still protect Glem, and you walk over and you're trying to, but it looks like he just, it's not even that difficult for him. Like he just has Glem up against the wall, and he's just making a bloody smear as he backs away as you try to splash him with this and continue to miss.
Char, I'm
Fidjit.
dying. I'm dying, Char. I'm dying. Please save me.
I guess I'm gonna get up and go over and, cause the only thing I don't have is think, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna get up and go over and try and splash some water on the cat, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll believe in myself.
The fish will also believe in you.
I don't believe in anything anymore. Sure.
12.
Yeah, because you rush up and put your hand on the ground and just splash in a wave up some of that blue water, and it just goes all across the cat's face, and you see it drops Glem at that point and backs away, just trying to wipe it off, and you just see it's continuing to burn him and start to make his face melt, and he just starts to look... Well, you can tell you're hurting him, but it's more horrific to look at as it starts to burn through him. Looks like he's backing up to the kitchen door now. Because he looks very bad. Now he looks like his face, like his eyelid is drooping down. You can see the bottom of one of his eyeballs. And he's just, hissing and making just horrible noises, gargling noises. He's backing up. Glem.
May I care for Char? Can I repair his spirit?
Yes. So I think the DC to that is 12, and he can only get 1 back per session.
Wow.
Can you just splash some water on the cat and in this?
I can try. I have a better chance of helping Char. My fight's 1, so I can
Well-
try to splash him.
Splashing him is not a fight, though. It's a move. What's your move?
It is a move.
2.
Even better.
So I can do that if you like.
Whatever you think.
Okay.
I'll believe in you.
Okay. If you'll believe in me, then that'll make it a 3. I will rush over to Char and just tip the bowl. I don't want to get rid of all the water, but I'm also above all this sissy splashing. And since I'm bleeding, I mix some of my kid blood in it for a little extra oomph.
Yeah. Love kid blood and blue water.
We all spit in it just a little.
The Tadpog cocktail at Tadpog prom.
All right, I rolled a 6. So there's a 14 in rolling. I'm assuming that's from your belief. And I rolled a 1 on that. So 15 total.
Yeah, because you walk over and it's just he's backing away and because you're going to splash the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you grab the bowl out of Char's hand as he's backing away and then
Give me that.
I don't resist. What's the point?
I'll show you how this is done.
because he's back at the door and you splash it up in his face and you see where it hits him again because his back is against the wall and he almost is able to back up, but whenever he hits the wall he can't go any further and that splash just coats his face like a consistent splash in the last.
I don't think I'm even looking at him.
last the water that's in the bowl.
Honestly, I think as soon as I confirm that the water is gonna splash on him, I just look away.
Yeah, because he absolutely this just melts down the rest of his flesh and do just a weird cat skull. It's like you just saw the Ark of the Covenant. And you see, once that happens, he just starts screaming and yowling. And as he tries to open the door and he's clawing at it, making huge divots in it. But before long, you just see he collapses into this heap of black, looks almost like black ink that then just evaporates. And as that happens, everything in this room then just looks like the lights just start fading slowly. Because you see it's there's a flicker and then everything is increasingly getting dark.
We're all dying anyway.
Just like my soul.
Yeah, because Char, the attributes you have, let's see. You're mean. You're weak. You're lazy. You're quiet. And you're confused.
Jeez.
So please role play all of those attributes. So yeah, you guys can all just can't help but just you're bleeding and you're in pain and you're psychologically crushed. As everything sort of starts to go black in the room, you're all just standing there staring at each other. And you see the fish is sort of flopping around
just look down
on the
at
ground.
the fish. Oh,
Or you had to use the rest of the water in the bowl. So yeah, he's in that bowl, just sort of gasping for air. Gasping for water?
if I have enough, if I have enough time before it gets totally dark, I'll run to the sink and try to get the fish more water.
Yeah, you
Don't worry,
you
Mr.
run over
Fish.
and do it.
Don't bother with that stupid fish,
Don't worry.
Glem.
Char, come on, man.
Don't be so mean, weak, lazy,
Lazy.
quiet, and confused.
I would stop you. But,
I'd stop you, but fuck off. Yeah, as everything just starts to go black, you don't even know how light is getting sucked out of the room like this, but you put more water in it, and looks like he looks up at you. It's okay.
We did it, fish.
You did it.
We did it. You're not a monster now, too, are you? I'll shine the light through the bowl. and see if I can get us any light in this room.
Yeah, you see the blue lights up for just a moment as you shine it through. Because once you put the tap water in, it's clear, but then slowly starts to change blue as the fish swims in it. He's like, no, everything's going to be okay. I promise. And as everything fades out, and the next thing you guys know, each of you wake up on the couch in Char's room. Or I guess in the living room, rather. There's a movie playing on the TV, and it looks like all of you fell asleep watching it.
Am I still mean and confused and whatnot? Is my soul gone?
Guys,
Still.
why is Jim dead?
There's a spot in the basement we can bury.
I'd say you probably regained some spirit, but you're probably like 5.
Okay.
So you're still like traumatized, but once when each of you wake up, like, and you feel bad, like you've just woken up from, the kind of nap where you wake up, it's just like, ugh.
Why did I even do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, those are the only kind of naps.
Oh, poor girl. I do not like the sound of that. That sounds miserable. Is the fish there?
You see there is a fish on in that fish bowl on a column on the other side of the room.
I'm going to run to that fish.
Yeah, you run over to it and it looks like there's just a regular goldfish in a bowl.
We did it. Thank you.
And you see it just kind of goes up to the top. Just
I just look at Char.
I'll just.
Your fish is dumb again.
It's always kind of dumb.
I'll feed the fish. I'm assuming
Okay.
there's food there.
there it is.
I'll go over to the window and look out.
Because you see, it looks like it's still raining and it's dark outside, but then you see headlights of a few different cars sort of coming up the driveway.
Oh no! It's Mom and Dad.
What are we going to do with this body?
Is the house still destroyed?
Now the house is in the same condition it was when they left.
Oh,
Everything looks good now.
never mind. Be cool, guys.
I'll just nod. Like sit back down on the couch.
I just look over at Fidjits, who's like still horribly mangled.
Let's put your scalp back on.
Yeah, because they come up. You see your parents walk in the door, as do your parents and Fidget's parents and old man Liam, who Jim is.
I heard he's a penguin.
Yeah, old man Liam, who walks up. Jim looks like he is just out cold on the couch. Looks like he snaps in his face a few times.
He blows up.
And it's like, oh, he picks up Jim in his arms. Thank you, Char. And then he leaves the house.
No problem, Nazi.
Not here. Bring your penguins over here. You're South America. Yeah, and Fidget, your parents come in. Glim's parents come in, and they're all making light conversation. And then, yeah, your dad walks in, Char, and he's looking around and nods at you, walks around, looks like he kind of kicks the couch, walks over and he looks at the TV. Everything actually looks pretty good in here.
I'm thinking to myself, until you kick the couch.
Get him!
Everything looks pretty good. All right, well, I'm impressed, Char.
Of course, it looks good.
I suppose you can go to Ozfest.
I try to not look excited.
Because he kind of...
I'll look excited for Char.
You love us.
Come on. What's wrong?
Yeah, thanks, Dad, I guess.
What you guess? What do you mean? That's all you've been talking about the last week.
Shut up, Mom.
And now we kill that monster cat? You're not...
Yeah, because he... What's that smell? And you see your dad when he walks into the kitchen. And you hear like some kind of banging, and he walks back out, and something was stuck in the vent, in the hood or the grill, and it looks like he has a strip of, now it's all blackened and covered in soot, of red and white striped fabric. Oh well, I guess that is that. And he just smiles at you.
It was him.
And Little Fears, the Cat in the Hat.
Awesome.
Char will one day get brave enough to call that number he found. Yeah,
Yeah, we spent a lot of effort on that. Huh?
we did.
Like, do nothing with it.
The nature of role playing. Yeah.
Well, you found that coin. That came in handy.
Yeah, that is true. That was a good game.
Yeah. It was really
Thanks for running it.
Really good premise. Really like the evil cat in the hat.
It wouldn't be a D&D game if I didn't almost kill Nicole, so...
Yeah. At least you didn't skip a turn.
Yeah, you didn't skip me at all this time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just killed you.
Almost.
If I'm trying to kill you, I'm not going to forget. And it looks like that's about time, too.
Cool.
So, I don't know what we're going to do for Wednesday's show, but we talked about maybe next week trying to do sort of a wrap-up, sort of what we thought about the system, and talk about stuff in the games that you missed, and do a conclusion session about Little Fears. So if you guys are free, or however we can make that work out. But
I'm down to do it. And I want to run, once Little Fears is wrapped, I want to run a game that I haven't 100% decided on what it is going to be, but Wizened Saged Ian he wants to play. You guys are welcome to play too if you want to. I don't know what your schedules are like, but I'd love to have you. I'm thinking about maybe doing a Delta Green game.
We even got a bigger soundboard to accommodate a DM and 4 players.
Yeah, we can. We used some Patreon money and bought a new soundboard that has more inputs on it, so we can actually have like a full party now. So that could be cool. I'm thinking about running a Delta Green game. I'm not positive because I'm not sure how it would work because it's not as...
Because I don't know anything about the system.
Who I barely
I
do.
just read the name and got really excited.
Jeez,
So.
you are so close to the truth right now. It hurts. But it's essentially X-Files in the Call of Cthulhu mythos.
Oh yeah,
That's not up Nicole's alley at all, though.
So I thought of you immediately when I read about it.
It does
So,
sound pretty.
yeah, sounds pretty good.
It does sound pretty good.
so if you guys are cool, and we can meet up and play that.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we're definitely cool. We can-
What do you say?
We're very... Daddy-o, we are frozen.
Don't you see this jazz cigarette I'm smoking right now? I'm cool. So yeah, I'd love to do it in a similar style and have like character creation and stuff like that. So there's more. We've got good feedback on Little Fear stuff. Mm-hmm. So
As long as we still do a game from a list on Wednesday.
yeah, we're okay.
Well, thanks for doing all this, guys.
Yeah, good game as always.
Yes, thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
This is fun because this is like
We get to game.
it's a game.
and record.
Yeah, it's like a win-win because it's like
playing at work.
yeah, it's like a sad statement that it's true, but yeah, it's right.
It's like shitting at work for like half an hour.
It counts. It counts. I'm clocked in. It's fine.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You find the show on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. So to miss the next episode, you're gonna do some game.
Yeah, we talked about doing Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Yeah, you're right. We did talk about that. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Then next week, Little Fears wrap up. Then after that, Delta Green.
Possibly Delta Green.
Maybe.
Unless I don't learn the rules. Then it's D&D 5th edition. It'll be Delta Green. I just have to come up with a good story because Tyler, your story for Little Fears was really good.
Well, that's been on the burner for years, though.
It was really good.
So, thank you.
It's going to be a tough act to follow. Hopefully, I can craft something that's as fun to play as yours was.
You know what we still love? We still need those 5-star iTunes reviews. So if you like this, you want to help us out, iTunes is the biggest marketplace. So please go to iTunes, find TADPOG, subscribe, show a 5-star rating, write a review. So if there's a game you want us to play, a host you want for an episode, a Patreon request, if there's an RPG system you really like and think we should try out, we can add that. We can make an eventually RPG list. I don't know. So, but whatever you put on there, we promise we'll get to that eventually.
Speaking of iTunes, our most recent episode didn't show up on the iTunes store. Like sometimes they don't. Sometimes that doesn't happen. So I don't know if anyone out there has any insight as to why a random episode wouldn't appear on the iTunes store. Let me know. Hit me up.
Because iTunes doesn't care about podcasts.
They kind of. I mean, it kind of sucks because they really brought podcasts into mainstream with iTunes. And then, but no, they don't really put a whole lot of effort into like the podcast section. And so, but anyway,
We don't make money off this, so no, forget it. We don't need it.
no, well, you're speaking for Apple, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, not us. Not us.
And that probably has a lot to do with it because we're not, Nelly or some other popular musician at the time.
We're no Nelly or Ozzy Osbourne.
We're not Ursher.
Sure.
So, yeah, like Tyler said, those 5-star reviews are great. We will be back. In the meantime, you can always find us on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. There will not be many for this episode. But hey, go visit there anyway, I guess. You can also find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/tadpog. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Thank you so much for commenting on the episodes. That's honestly where I feel like we get the most feedback. Is from Facebook. So that's very valuable to us. And we do, even though we don't always agree with them, we do value the opinions that you give us. So thank you very much for that. You can also find us on Twitter. We are at @tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize. Thank you to everybody who retweets us, especially on a regular basis, because that helps spread the word. And we like spreading the word. We have a phone number. You can call us if you want. Usually I say we play these on all call shows, but we also sometimes play these just at the end of episodes. So if you haven't heard your call on an all-call show, maybe it was at the end of a regular episode. If you want to be one of those people who calls, give us a ring at 270-883-2555. We do have a Patreon, lastly, for me. You can find us at patreon.com/tadpog. Thank you very much to everybody who donates. It is a huge deal. It means it means so much to us. We can actually buy, because you donated, we were able to buy a bigger soundboard, which is going to allow us to have more players when we do actual plays. It'll allow us to handle more guest hosts. It'll also just allow us to have a backup soundboard. So if this soundboard that we've been rolling with, old trusty Xenix, if this guy just decides to quit working after 3 years, we've got a backup so that we can keep producing the show. And we could not have done that without Patreon money. So we really do appreciate it. As a thank you to patrons, we do a monthly bonus episode. We've got a backlog of those on patreon.com. Anybody who donates to us a dollar or more gets access to those. So if you haven't done it yet and you've been on the fence, because you feel like maybe we're wasting the money. We're not, actually. We're actually buying things for the show, which is crazy. Who would have thought we would have done that?
Microphones and the soundboard and games,
Pizza parties.
So no pizza party yet, but maybe at the end of the year we can have I do feel like, I feel like that's warranted at this point because Josh, Nicole, you guys have been on the show so frequently that I feel like we owe you some pizza or something.
Buy you some pizza. We're not giving you cash, but we'll give you pizza.
In fact, we're giving you guys cash.
That is true.
We'll take your money and buy you pizza.
So that thank you very much. I do have a list of specific people to thank. Unfortunately, much like last time, I do not have that list in front of me. So hopefully when we do Bart versus the Space Mutants, I will be able to thank you properly.
If you want to send us something, I have a place where you can send that. Nicole, do you know where that would be?
You can send various packages to Tadpog, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
You also have an Instagram. That's tadpog_podcast. putting some stuff up there. Today I put something about how Satan is actually influencing our internet jargon.
Oh.
So LOL actually means what was it? Let me pull up Instagram.
Lotso Lucifer.
Stop using the abbreviation LOL. LOL stands for Lucifer, our Lord. Satan is in their prayers by saying, Lucifer, our Lord, in short, LOL. Every time you use LOL, you're endorsing Satan. Share this advice with Christians. Because YOLO means youth obeying Lucifer's orders. Swag means Satan's wishes are granted. ROFL, rise our father Lucifer.
But swag isn't even an acronym, right?
No. Well, it kind of is, right? Stuff we all get. But that's like,
No, it's Satan's wishes are granted.
that's like an old school. Like, that's before, like, Bieber reappropriated it to mean, like, I'm a little kid with a big old wiener. I think that's what that means, right?
ROFL, rise our father. BRB, Beelzebub rules below. And WTF is worship the fallen. So
right.
There you go.
Okay.
So if you want handy facts like that, so Satan doesn't get control of your life, go ahead and follow TADPOG _Instagram.
Do you feel like Satan might almost have control over your life? Visit the TADPOG Instagram. Here are 10 warning signs that Satan may be taking over your life. Click for slideshow.
It's just funny to me that what the fuck wasn't bad enough for them.
Can someone explain what the fallen means?
The fallen angel?
Oh, the
Lucifer.
fallen angel. Thank you. I was thinking like
The
just
low-level Diablo enemies.
I was thinking like just dead people who like died in war or something.
The Korean War Memorial is actually a satanic thing.
That's where I worship.
Worship the fallen.
Oh. Our theme song makes moves. I'll take more drive on
Yep.
the track if we found in show notes at tadpog.com.
Yep.
How do you guys want to close this out?
Guess? Do you have a suggestion?
Nazi penguins.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
I'm glad you're on board with the Nazi penguin. I felt like I was the only one who was really pushing that agenda.
I think plenty of people are pushing the Nazi penguin agenda.
Trump.
So until next time, Capricorn 999.
Auf Wiedersehen. I don't know the words though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it, damn.
Something like, isn't it like, you just a nasty girl? Something like that. Looking for,
I don't know what you're talking about.
looking for a partner. Yeah. Someone to hold on like a horse.
I'm very glad I'm recording.
Even if you're recording. Yep. 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 Yeah. Why isn't everyone stripping yet? This is sexy, goddammit.